Welcome back to Let's Play Train Fever. Things proceeding really well. We connected more of our freight road connections and developed Chatham and what was it? Wolverston and Greensley, which has worked out quite well for us. Actually, it looks like Wolverston and Greensley could accommodate some more trams,
Oh
so we'll
yeah.
give that to them. Borsig active is a bonus because it's a lot more of a practical and profitable train versus the initial one, which is just woefully slow. So I do have that in the back of my head to move to trains, but it's hard to justify them right now in the face of so many previous failures. I'm going to buy down the loan a little bit. I just don't want to fall into the trap that happened in the last several episodes where we kind of had a feast and famine with running the trains and the sheer expense of getting them into place. Let's see what other freight connections we can make here. A lot of lumber, but not seeing much in the way of an easily accessible sawmill. There's one there. I don't think that would be practical to connect that lumber to that sawmill. But we can set up Westerham here for success. I'm just going to throw up our land use here. And like usual, given the choice, I'll go with trams every time. It's just mostly a personal preference. I'm looking for when we can actually start accommodating like the steam tram, some of the more interesting trams, rather than the horse tram. This will be an interesting route when it's finished. Kind of a longer one. It's gonna. It could very well get a lot of traffic on it. Just because we'll be crossing several different land uses with the tram. Pretty happening spot. Drop in front of that high value spot there. We're going to need our depot. Looks like we can pretty conveniently place that right there. Let's grab the necessary tram track length. We'll build our line. It'll have to make at least one cycle before it'll start getting reasonable passenger numbers. Just because it's going through the industrial segment first. There we go. And I got enough confidence in this route to drop 2 trams right off the bat. Should be pretty smooth sailing here. How are we for funds? Obviously doing very well in the money department. How about some of these routes? So that Upset route can accommodate some more here. In fact, confident enough to buy 2. Set line 12. Get people moving. I'm going to switch out, well, not necessarily switch out immediately. I'm going to perhaps drop a large station here. If I can. Terrain's fighting me a bit. I don't really want to fight with terraforming right now. We'll come back to that in the future. I was thinking maybe a large bus station might be appropriate. Well, what we could do, given the shape of the network, we can put a large one right there, right? Connect it to our tram network. It's got the ability to form a loop there. Over on this region is going to be a little bit more difficult. But we do have the added advantage of being able to add another small stop here. A couple more lengths of tram track here. There we go. So first we'll grab line 1. And following station 5, we'll add our station here. We'll grab our line 5. And actually, we'll add that after 11. Let her stop there. Now we'll grab our between city line here. And remove the out of reach stations. So we'll see if that pays off. It's definitely a better facility there. Probably future-proofing ourselves a bit as well. Chatham needs some more trams here. I'll grab them 2 more. Just gonna throw over a flow of goods here, get an idea how things are moving, how we might be able to better manage things. Some steel mills that aren't too much value to us. Oil well, is there a nearby oil refinery? Not really. Well, actually that'll work a bit. If we make a road, cut it across through Brampton, we might be able to make something work there. Switching to the small country road here. And we'll just do it in short spurts so we're not having to do any major gradient changes. Okay, I can be pretty confident with that setup. Now it's just a matter of making it happen here. Definitely cheaper to put it on that side there. Well, it's not too relevant where we place that here. We lose a little bit of distance, but we're putting those finished goods right in the heart of the downtown. Oh, my goodness, those are some expensive connections. I think that's the cheapest we're going to get away with. We'll also need a road depot. And we're starting to get to the situation where we don't have much cash on hand. So that's a little bit disconcerting. We have 2 wagons to line 21. And I'm going to want to work on the public transportation system in Brampton as well. I'm just curious to see how our large station is doing here. Looks like we got good numbers of people actually waiting there. Similar case on this side. I kind of bungled this one. That one I should have made as a large. I hope I don't come to regret that later on. Okay, where were we? Brampton. Gonna start laying the tram track here. Just gonna switch to land use for a second, just to help coordinate placement. I'm a little bit better served cutting down like that. And I think I'll put the tram depot right here. That's going to cost a pretty penny. But we're now good to go in placing our stations. And we'll finish up the passenger line here, and then we'll be good to go on this episode. I'm just going to buy 1 tram here. Just based on our current financial situation, and really I'm not fully on board with this line yet. Sure it'll work out, but I don't want to take any chances here. And I'll also repay another little bit of our loan. As our company actually slowly returns, for the first time we're going to have a company with a positive valuation in fairly short order, I think. I give it 1 or 2 more years. Anyhow, I'm going to end this episode here. Thank you very much for watching, and hope you join me in the next episode.